Great guys, we're going to do some abs and some arms. So you're going to need a block or a book handy. So just have it there near your mat. So run off, grab a book and we shall start. Great, so come lie on your back and just get a sense of the length of your spine as it rests on the floor. Nice. And then reach both hands straight up towards the ceiling and then turn your palms so they're facing the ceiling. And then push your hands really strongly upwards up towards the ceiling so your shoulders have rounded forward. And notice what happens in your abdominal muscles when you do that. And now relax your shoulders backwards. And again, push your shoulders forward, really push the palms of your hands towards the ceiling. And notice what happens in your abdominal muscles. And then draw them backwards and notice what happens when you are like this. So great, so one more time. Push your hands upwards and then also draw your abdominal muscles backwards and flatten your lower back into the floor. Nice. And now pull your shoulders backwards and arch your lower back when you're all the way back. So you've pulled your shoulders backwards and now there's also a space between your lower back and the floor, and let your feet float off the floor. So my shoulders are pulled back, my feet are floating off the floor, and my back is arched. And now bring your feet to flatten your lower back, and then push your hands up towards the ceiling. And really feel like you've pushed so much that your bum has even started to round a bit forward and off the floor. And again, pull your shoulders back, let your lower back arch, let your feet lift off the floor. And then lower your feet to the floor, push your hands up towards the ceiling, and really draw your lower back down and feel like your bum is rounding up and forward as a result. Nice. And then keep the push of your hands and now lift your feet off the floor and draw your knees to the outside of your upper arms. So you're trying to pull your knees as close to your upper arms as you can, and then slowly lower your toes down and let your toes tap the floor. Let your knees come up until they draw up to the outside of your shoulders. It's almost like you're trying to draw your knees to the outside of your upper arms, to your armpits. And then lower your toes down. Let them tap the floor lightly. One more time. Knees up to the outsides of your shoulders. And then just pause there. Push your hands firmly up towards the ceiling. Maybe draw your feet a little bit down towards your thighs. And squeeze your knees even closer. You can lift your head up off the floor and look down towards your toes. So there should be a sense of you are engaged right now, that as you push your hands up towards the ceiling, as you pull your knees towards the outer arms, as you've lifted your head, and you're really trying to draw your nose towards your navel more and more. From here, slowly stretch the right leg long until it floats out and above the floor. Bend your knee, come all the way back up, and then stretch the left leg long. And then come all the way back up. Nice, lowering all the way down. Drop your arms down, just rock your knees from side to side. Super. Grab that block that's there beside you or your book. Bring your block to your thighs, to the just above your knees on your thighs. Bring your hands to your block and then straighten your arms and push your block as far away from you as you can. So your feet are engaged and you're pushing your knees into your block as you push your hands into your block. And now draw your knees as close to your chest as you can. Draw your feet as close to your bum as you can. So you're trying to squeeze your block as close to your chest as you can. And now straighten your arms. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Let your block move as far away from you as you can. And draw your knees towards you. Squeeze your block as close towards you as you can. And again. And stretch your arms. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And then draw your knees as close towards you as you can. Really squeezing in. And again. Stretch your arms long and away from you. And draw your knees towards you. Squeezing them deeply down. One more time. Stretch your arms away from you. And draw your knees towards you. Squeezing your knees as close as you can. Nice. Bring your knees so they're straight up over your hips. Calves are parallel to the floor. Keep your right hand steady. Reach the left leg long and your right leg long. left leg long and your left arm long, sorry. And then come all the way back up. Stretch the right arm long and the right leg long. So the right side is stretching. And come all the way back up. Stretch the left side long. Coming back up. And stretch the right side long. And coming back up. Nice, one more time each side. Left side long. Coming back up. Right side long. And coming back up. Nice, remove your block. Bring both feet to the floor. Push your feet down and lift your hips up off the floor. And just feel the front of your hips, the front of your belly lengthening, and just sway your knees gently from side to side, rolling onto the outside edges of your feet as you sway your knees from side to side. So you're just trying to lengthen into the front of your belly and stretch into the psoas, the quadriceps through the front of your thighs, the front of your hips. Nice, and then push your feet down, lift a little bit higher, and then roll all the way down to land on the floor. Super. So roll over onto your side and come into your cat position. So your knees are underneath your hips, your hands are underneath your shoulders, and then let your knees hover off the floor. So your knees have floated off the floor and they're hovering maybe 1 inch off the floor. And then slowly stretch your right leg long and let it stretch out straight back behind you. Your left knee is staying hovering just above the floor. Bend your knee. Bring your right toes to the floor. Knee is still hovering. Stretch your left leg long behind you. Bend your knee. Bring your foot to the floor. From here, stabilize. How would you come up onto the right fingertips? And then down. And then onto the left fingertips. And down. Right fingertips. Down. Left fingertips. Down. So lift your right foot off the floor and come onto your left fingertips. Right foot, left fingertips. And down. Lift your left foot off the floor. Right fingertips. And down. Woo. Stretching all the way back. Downward dog. Let's lengthen through both arms. And lengthen through both legs. Have a bit of a wiggle. A bit of a stretch. Super. So stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling. And then step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand. Bring your right hand to your right knee. And then hop your left foot in until your left foot is floating and it's just behind your right foot. And feel like, oh, there's loads of weight into that left arm. And then slowly, you're going to swing your left foot under and stretch your left leg long. And keep your bum floating. You can pull your right elbow back, so it's pulling backwards. As your left leg is long, your right elbow is back. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Lift your bum, bend your left leg, and then sweep your left leg back to bring your foot to the floor. Both hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Sit your bum back into crouching. Really stretching back through your legs. Really lengthening into your arms. And then step into your stretch into your downward dog. Lengthen the left foot up towards the ceiling. And step the left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. Left hand to your left knee. Lift your right foot up, let it float just behind your left foot. Feel the weight into that right arm. And then swing your right foot under and stretch it out forward. Keep it floating. Draw your left elbow back. Nice. Left hand to your knee. Bend your right knee. Swing it back. Both hands to the floor. Plank. Back into crouching. And stretch through both legs into your downward dog. So come forward into your plank pose. And then just bend your elbows a little bit. And then straighten through your arms. Bend your elbows a little bit. Straighten through your arms. Bend your elbows. Straighten. Bend your elbows. Straighten. Push back into your downward dog. Come forward into your plank, bend your elbows, straighten, bend your knees, sit your bum back into crouching. So we'll do that a few times. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs, come into a downward dog, come into your plank pose, bend your elbows a little bit, straighten your arms, bend your knees, sit your bum back into crouching, straighten your legs, rock forward into a plank pose, bend your elbows a little bit, straighten your arms, bend your knees, sit your bum back into crouching, straighten through your legs. One more time. Plank pose, bend your elbows, straighten your arms, bend your knees, sit your bum back, crouching, straighten through your legs. Nice. So come stand so that your feet are as wide as your mat and your hands are maybe 1.5 feet in front of your feet. Turn your heels in to begin with and just sit down into a crouching pose. So your bum is coming down into a squatting pose. Just pausing there, making fists out of your wrists and roll deeply into your wrists. And then roll in the other direction. Nice, hands to the floor again. Stretch through your legs. So we're going to turn our toes towards the left. And then take that right foot and slide it so it goes over towards the left side. And you end up with your right leg over towards the left. And so it's slid into the area between my left hand and my left foot. So it's over towards the side. Nice. And then slide that left foot out. Right foot out and bring it back to the side. So both hands are on the floor into a square again. Both legs, feet are on the floor. So lift your left foot up and slide it sideways so it glides like a needle between the area where your right hand and your right foot was. So you end up on the side of your left leg with your leg straight out to the side of your mat. Nice. Both hands to the floor, slide it back. Both feet to the floor back into your square. And again, lift your right foot up, slide it sideways, gliding it through. So you end up on the side of your leg with your foot pointing towards the left. Both hands to the floor, sliding back. And again, over towards the right with your left foot. Come back, both feet to the floor. One more time each side. Right foot slides directly towards the left. Comes back. And then left foot slides directly towards the right. And comes back. Nice. So walk to the back of your mat. And then have yourself low to the floor so that your knees are quite close to the floor and your hands are on the floor, obviously. And then crawl forward with your knees really close to the floor. Only your toes are on the floor. And then crawl backwards. Knees close to the floor. Nice. Have your feet as wide as your mat. Hands are in the middle. And now we're going to hop. So hop so that your feet land outside of your hands. Outside of your hands. Outside of your hands. Now we're going to hop backwards. Hop backwards. So hands are in the middle, feet are wide. One more time. Hop to the outside of your hands. Hop. Hop. And then backwards. Hop. Hop. Backwards. Great. Bring your hands wide. Bring your feet to the middle. I think this is the harder one. So hop forward. Hop forward. So you're trying to hop your feet so they're together at the middle. And then hop back. Hop back. Hop back. Cool. Drop both knees to the floor. Go into your cat pose. Just roll your shoulders in a big circle. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bring your left hand into the middle, straight in front of your face. Bring your right fist to the floor. And then pull your right elbow back like a lawnmower. So you really pull the elbow back and your fist lands beside your chest, but you're still looking at the floor. And then bring your fist to the floor. And then again, draw your right elbow back like a lawnmower. And then bring it down. And really have power in that arm. Pull your right elbow back. And then down. One more time. Pull your right elbow back. And down. Other side. right hand to the middle in front of your face. Bring your left fist to the floor. Pull the left elbow back with power. And down. Left back. And down. Left back. And down. Nice. Shoulder shrugs. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. Push your shoulders forward. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. Push your shoulders forward. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. Push your shoulders forward. Super. So from here, swing yourself around to sit on your mat with your legs long in front of you. And then just interlock your fingers behind your back and stretch your arms back long behind you. So my fingers are interlocked and I'm pulling my elbows back, I'm pulling my shoulders back, and I'm opening through my chest. Nice. Soften. Round your back. Imagine that your nose can come to your belly button. And again, lift through your chest, straighten your arms and pull your arms long and backwards. They're not going upwards, they're going back and long behind you. And then down. Soften your arms, drop your nose down towards your belly button. And one last time, stretch your arms, reach your knuckles down towards the floor behind you. And release. So bring your feet so that they're a little bit wide apart, maybe 2 or 3 inches. And then just drop your hands to the floor and drop your head down. And maybe you can, so it's your elbows you're trying to get down towards the floor rather than your head. So you're trying to draw your elbows down. And just keep walking your hands forward to the point where your elbows can't touch the floor anymore. And then try a little bit harder there. So just feel like that direction of elbows pulling downwards is really important. Maybe walk your hands a little bit further, and again, elbows down. Find the point where it's harder to connect, and then just try and connect there. Nice, coming all the way up. And just roll out through your belly like there's a circle in your belly. And then roll in the other direction. And you try and get yummy into the ache of your spine, of your torso. And then rounding your back, arching, rounding your back, and arching. Nice. Roll out through your wrists, big circles with your wrists. And then big circles with your elbows. So really feel like your elbows are being somehow maneuvered. So for me, it's like I draw a circle with my hands, and it kind of really feels like my elbows are doing something in that. And then circle in the other direction. Have a point where your elbows are really bent, and you're really squeezing your elbows back towards you. Very hard to explain that movement. And then change direction again. And you feel like you're making fists and you're squeezing your elbows at some stage. Nice. And then with your legs down in front of you, so you're gonna imagine you have 2 bowls of water in your hands, or bowls of rice, and they're straight out in front of you. And then bring both of the bowls of rice underneath your armpits, and then out to the side. And then roll those bowls underneath your armpits, and then bring them wide and outwards. So you're opening out your chest and widening. Nice, as far back as you can go. And again, roll the bowls of rice under your armpits, and bring them out as wide as they'll go, keeping the bowls steady. And then roll them inwards under your armpits and then out to the sides. Nice. And again, roll it under, out, and then roll it under, Just pause for a moment, hands on your thighs. And just get a sense of the length of your spine, your shoulders. Get a sense of you right now in this moment. Nice. Super. Thank you so much. So lovely.